So Donald Trump and his billionaire buddies want you to use more crypto.
What's wrong with your dollar?
Yeah, that's the question. What's wrong with dollar? I like dollar. Do you like dollar?
Yeah, everyone likes dollar.
Yeah, everybody likes dollar. So, and what they're trying to do is like, hey, if you give me dollar, I'll give you crypto. That's what they're trying to do, right? So they like dollar too.
Yeah, it's weird.
So they signed this thing called the Genius Act, right? And what it's going to do is basically going to expand crypto even more. I think we're going to probably see a lot more crypto institutions and theoretically way more crypto commercials and such that because the idea is that if crypto is more widely adopted, there's more profits in it, etc. And you're going to see more crypto according to, from this act.
Yeah.
What's that?
It sounds like it's a gamble.
It is gambling. It's totally gambling. And so they've done many things here. One of the key ones is stablecoin rules. So stablecoin, theoretically, it could replace the dollar. Theoretically. What's that?
That means the whole world needs to use stablecoin, right? Because we do, each country, they keep the dollar to, transfer money, whatever.
So dollar actually, one of the things that we do dollar for is for really big transactions.
Yeah.
So we buy and sell oil, energy in dollars and food.
It's all, they put the
really big transactions.
Dollar price.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So dollars really like having an alternate currency or alternate way to do transactions that weakens our strongest point of the USA is really bizarre.
You guys, and you are USA, you can print the dollar too.
Okay, so the crypto people would say, well, because USA can just start printing whenever they want, that's why we want crypto. Is their argument. I know it. Yeah?
So who make the crypto then?
Right, exactly. So the people saying who made the crypto are saying, oh, you should get crypto because I promise we won't print as much as the dollars.
Yeah, then who's making crypto?
So Bitcoin's an interesting one. We actually don't know the founder of Bitcoin. They use the name, I think it's like Satoshi, but Nakamoto.
But no one knows.
But yeah, we don't know, is it a person or group of people? And then you have all sorts of like small cryptos that all try to like, hey, we're going to be like Bitcoin. We're going to be awesome. Please buy ours. And that's what it ends up being is like big Ponzi schemes. So what's going on right now is all these new companies are trying to get in line because they set up their own little payment system things first, or Mickey Mouse money, we want to call it, or Minnie Mouse money. And then since they got this thing, they just want the U.S. government to start pushing it and adapting it, right? And so like this legislation basically sort of makes that a little bit easier for them. It doesn't mean you specifically have to do it. But they've also are trying to get people's retirement into this stuff also.
That's I don't know. That's too risky.
I wouldn't mess with it myself. The problem is going to be because people asked, we say opt out? Can I tell my bank like not to put my money into crypto? But the way they're going to do it, I promise you, because they do this before, is they'll package things together.
Oh, yeah.
They totally will do that. They did that in the Great Financial Crisis where they put a bunch of like bad loans together. Yeah. And then they pretend like it's really good. So I think that's going to happen. So regarding the crypto stuff of like, why would you rather have crypto over dollar? The first is speed. So they'll argue crypto is going to be way faster than our current payment systems in the USA.
Yeah. Then why don't you make your bank system faster?
Yeah, so that would be the natural question, you would think, right?
Yeah, because Korea Bank, we're pretty fast. We do have fast system, but why don't you guys, innovate the system?
So to give you guys an idea of like Korea's fast system, everything's really different here. So in USA, we used to write checks, the paper, they were really slow. It takes a couple days for you to process it. It takes a couple days for the money to come out, et cetera, and it's slow, right?
Yeah.
Everyone knows this.
People still use that?
I think it still exists. The paper checks, and then it's also based on the kind of older system.
Yeah.
And then we have another thing that in our USA to where the slow system is kind of preferred for many people, and it's not what you're probably thinking about. It's actually credit cards.
Why?
So the idea of a credit card is I pay now.
Yeah.
right? Or I don't
You
actually
buy
pay.
now.
You buy now is a better word. Yeah, that is a better word. I actually don't buy it. I buy now and then
you pay later.
or I would
next month
or
separately.
Yeah. Or the joke is pay for the rest of your life, right? but that's part of our system is like it's money's always cycling around and you want your goods today. So crypto actually wouldn't really, well, that's an interesting discussion. Will crypto involve credit? And what are the rules for that kind of stuff? So whatever crypto ends up being, and that's why when the government passes whatever laws, the Trump people, the people writing the laws are the crypto bros. Right, so they're going to try to set laws of like, can we lend money? How much lending can we do? Or well, can we lend coins? How much lending can we do? How do we check people's IDs to set up accounts? Right, because this our current system is basically 50 different banking systems in USA because every state is different, right? And then not only that, we have 50 different IDs.
Oh, I see. So in Korea, we do have one system.
Right.
We do use all same ID card.
Right,
really easy to the 인증, the
certify
certify yourself.
So that makes it more easier and create to innovate because the banking transactions are extremely fast. Basically, you just take your phone, tell me your bank account number, you can send a bunch of money to someone, and it gets there instantly, and the money's in their account, and people do that all the time. For all sorts of stuff, and like large and small, all sorts of stuff. And then for the USA to do that kind of system, though, the other issue would be like each state then would have to approve whatever payment system.
Yeah, even if they, then you don't have to make new currency.
Okay.
Because you guys basically want to make new currency. Cause
that's the basic idea.
Because bank system is so slow.
Yeah, that's the argument they're making. And so then they'll always say, well, because of all the laws in USA, you're slowing down innovation, and therefore we must have new banks. Okay, but the banking system exists for cultural reasons and just sort of for also safety reasons, right?
Yeah. So the new your coin thing gonna be safer than bank?
Absolutely not. So let me give you guys some examples of things that we have in the system in place that the coin system is probably not going to have. I'll start with one. Insurance is a big deal. So
how much the limit for you guys?
I think now I want to say it's 250,000. I think it's something like that. They've been talking about raising it. I could be wrong in that number. It could be 150 something. Actually, I probably should look it up. FDIC banking limits. What is it? Is it 250? Yeah, it's 250. I was right. The thing would be if your bank fails, because banks do fail. It happens. Then the government will insure your money. If you're putting your money and giving it to someone and they're giving you a bunch of coins back and it fails, I think you're on your own most likely. Very likely you're going to lose everything. So that's where like I don't trust any of the crypto stuff myself. Fraud is another really big one. So if you guys know this, if you ever have a transaction on your account, be it credit card, bank, or whatever, you just call up the bank and say, "Hey, I don't know what that is." And I've had that happen a couple times, and they actually do just give your money back.
Then what happened to someone stole your coin? Where do you?
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone.
Or AI gonna handle it?
Yeah. So that's the other thing is the crypto bros. They claim that they're going to do everything cheaper than Visa, MasterCard, than all the banks. That's what they're claiming, right? But at the cost of like getting cheaper transactions doesn't necessarily mean it's good because you're going to lose a lot of protections. And I think that's for me that's the really big one, right?
Yeah, but and I know that a transaction coin actually. That takes a lot more power. Yeah,
so we actually we're looking at some of the numbers. Bitcoin's crazy high on power, so that's really, really inefficient. But Bitcoin actually is not really used for payments. Not really. So that's why that's why everyone's trying to like jump on the Bitcoin train to make new coin and new systems that are more efficient. That's sort of what the idea.
So you want dollar, stablecoin, and go to other coin.
Right. So stablecoin right now, if you guys understand this discussion, is supposed to track the dollar, and stablecoin's not really used to buy clothes or buy food or whatever. You can't really use stablecoin at the store, basically, right? Stablecoin these days is mostly used to buy crypto.
Yeah. So I don't know. Am I crazy? Why do you need one more step? Because you hold a dollar, but you don't want to use dollar.
But that's the whole problem with this whole thing, right? Is like I'm fine with dollar, and what's interesting whenever you bring this topic up, there's all these like crypto bros that be like, oh, I hate the dollar, I hate the government can just print money whenever they want, but it's just like, okay, so how is crypto going to be better? Then they say, well, look at
you don't even know who's making the
and there's a lot of scams.
Yeah.
So for example, Trump's family got into crypto, into the stablecoin stuff. The numbers I've heard are wild. I've heard it could be, in the trillion type of number, which is a lot. I'm talking about dollars here, right? So who knows how much money they threw in this stuff and investors or whatever. So they're basically got in early, and they're going to try to then sell you Trump coins, Melania coins. I think it's called they're calling that Liberty coin, I think, or something like that. They always have some stupid name for this stuff. It's like I think it's called like World Financial Liberty, is what they're calling it, something like that. But the thing that's so crazy is that the Democrats, right? They're not all of them, but say Elizabeth Warren was against this bill, and one of the things that they really wanted to put in the thing, if you're going to do it, is so that a politician or like Trump's, can't make their own coins. Right? Like that would be like an obvious thing of like, if you're going to pass this bill, just don't make your own dang coin. So the thing that
it's like same as the government people or journalists, they know the we say source of the stock, but they shouldn't trade.
Yeah. So the way Trump's little stablecoin thing is now, insider trading galore is going to happen. And you just keep asking the same question, like, what's wrong with the dollar? Again, I'll just repeat that they're going to try to claim that crypto is going to come in cheaper, but I would question, like, power-wise, maybe not. And I'd always question cheaper doesn't mean better, because you're going to lose a lot of safety nets. You're going to lose customer service. You're going to lose insurance. You're going to lose all those things that banks protect you, right? They're going to claim faster.
Yeah.
But that's basically faster for people to steal your money. And then the other one would be they're going to claim faster cross-border payments. So when you try to send, because to be fair, it is actually irritating in USA when you try to wire money around. It takes time.
Not that.
What's that?
It's faster than before. Actually, it's not that slow.
Okay. Yeah, it is fast. Yeah, our payment system definitely got faster than before. But the main thing is like, our payment system are slow for all this anti-fraud checks. That's sort of and then we have 50 different systems in USA. What's that?
So then the transfer money to abroad, right? But then that country, whatever country that's get the money, they have to use the crypto, isn't it?
What do you mean crypto? What are you talking about?
No, the coin. If you wanna send your coin, whatever, they have to get the coin.
Oh, okay.
And then we have to use the coin too, right?
Right. So Yeji's asking if I talking about why would I want crypto? If I'm sending someone to someone else, you're assuming they have a way to get the same thing that I'm sending. Yeah.
And what if we don't use it?
Right. So that's, but this is what they're trying to do. So in USA, these tech bros, they're trying to treat this whole thing like, hey, this is a new startup, a new venture. We're going to make everything faster, and then we're going to get the government behind it, and then we're going to try to push it everywhere in the world. That's the basic. You're asking an interesting question. Yeah.
Yeah. Then in that case, China gonna say, oh, okay, we accept your currency. We're not gonna make our own. So just.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. So, so one thing that's really interesting about this stuff is Trump will always say, we're not going to let China beat us into crypto. We're going to be the crypto capital of the world. So, like, again, we're going to weaken our dollar, and we're going to try to come to alternate forms of payment. But China's not really pushing crypto at all, because, in fact, in China, they really want to, like, track their citizens and make sure that, like, no money's leaving the country, and they're really strict on that kind of stuff. Where USA is going like really the opposite direction, where they're like giving up control and putting it all to like various private companies, etc.
Yeah, so they can do like, they can make the yuan is the Chinese currency. That they can make digital, powerful yuan, right?
Yeah, so that's where they're going towards. I mean, because there's no really logical reason why any government would want to like not want a strong. Well, okay, that's a bad way to put it. Well, let's say any government should want to support their local currency. Because the reason why I didn't say the word strong, or do you know why? So why would a country want weak currency?
Oh,
Import and exporting. So if you guys understand what we're saying, so basically this makes the most simplest terms.
So that's why you need balance.
Yeah, let's make the most simplest terms. If currency is really, really weak in Mexico, that means when you have US dollars and you visit Mexico, that stuff is really cheap for you. And then that means people from Mexico visiting USA, that stuff is really, really expensive for them, right? So some countries would want a weaker currency so they can send out more goods. And so that's been something that people have been mentioning, myself included, is that theoretically Trump really wants to crash the dollar so that then the USA can just be a bunch of factory nations and our citizens can't travel anywhere anymore. Because you think about like a weak currency, then suddenly we start exporting stuff, theoretically, because our currency is worthless. But then
you guys import too.
Yeah, right. I mean, you want to balance it, and you don't really want to weaken our currency, and you don't want to delegitimize our system. So there's actually a lot of discussions to talk about with this whole banking system thing. Just wanted to introduce it to you guys, but I think it is troublesome that it got passed through quickly, and people aren't talking about it. People keep talking about the whole Epstein thing, and if you watch my prior videos, they also want to get your retirement in crypto, which will make more discussion on that. Yeah, don't do it. So thanks for your time, for your watching, everyone, and we'll catch you all in the next video. So bye.